Hey everyone, it's James from FunFoods, and today I'm going to show you how to make this giant chicken sandwich that you can do at home. So keep watching, and I'll show you step by step how to make this. In a large bowl, we're going to start off with 3/4 cup of warm water, 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Just mix that up. Now just let this sit for about 5 minutes until it starts to foam up. When the yeast is activated, we're going to start mixing in 6 cups of flour. Teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup of oil, and 3 large eggs, and 2/3 cup of milk. Now just mix this up until it all comes together. Now just add some flour to your surface and turn your dough out onto your surface. Knead your dough for about 10 minutes. When you're done kneading the dough, just form it into a ball. We're going to add a little bit of oil to our bowl. Take our dough, roll it around the oil a little bit, flip it over. Make sure it's covered, and cover the bowl with some plastic wrap and let it rise for at least an hour. So after an hour, you can see the dough has more than doubled in size. We can just remove the wrap and pop it down, deflate it, turn it out onto our surface, and give it a little knead here. Fold it back under. We're trying to make that good, perfect shape. Put a little bit of oil in a springform pan. This is a very large one here. A little bit of oil. Spread it around. Make sure you get the sides too. Now take our dough and put it into our pan right in the middle. Cover it with the dish towel. Let it sit for another hour. So after the dough has proofed, and I set it in there a little longer than I wanted to, but it'll be fine. Melt down some butter and spread it across the top of it. And add some sesame seeds. Bake in a preheated oven at 350 degrees, I'm guessing around 30 to 40 minutes. And when it comes out of the oven, let it cool completely. So when our giant hamburger roll is cooked completely and cooled, let's open that up. And that's what we have. Let's cut this. The first thing we need to do here is cut our chicken. I'm gonna slice it in half because these are rather large pieces of chicken breast. And we'll see how many we need. I have 3 right here. I do have more if I need it. So let's do that. Just carefully hold it down and do not cut yourself. There we go. And it's okay if they're not cut perfectly to size. We're gonna smash it down too. So first what we gotta do is move this aside. Take out some plastic wrap. I'm gonna do a couple long sheets here, overlapping them. Now we want to make it to the size of my largest pan I have, which is this one. So I'm just going to use that as a guide while I place our chicken around in a circle. So just put them like this. And I'm going to need some more chicken. And when you have it in a semicircle here, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. Just wrap it up with that plastic wrap. And smash it all down. This way it joins together as one. Now put this on something that is firm and flat, like a cutting board, like I'm doing here, and we're going to put this in the freezer until it firms up at least a couple hours. After a few hours in the freezer, you can see our large chicken is frozen solid. And what I did was I cut around the edges. You can see right here, save those. We're gonna cook those too. The reason I cut around that is because the pan I'm gonna use, this is the biggest pan I have, and this has to fit inside there. So next, let's make the breading for it. In a large bowl, add 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, about a teaspoon of salt, another teaspoon of cracked ground pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of paprika. You can also use some chili pepper if you like yours a little spicy. I'm skipping that part. Now get a large dish because it needs to be big enough that we can put our giant chicken on and bread it. Put that aside, and next we're going to fix up the wet part of this. Now for the wet part, we're going to add 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of heavy cream, 6 large eggs, now just whisk this up. When that's all whisked up, we just pour it into our large pan here. Right now I have my large pan with some oil on it, heating up, trying to get to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna take our frozen chicken, and you can cook this frozen by the way, and dip it into the dry mixture first. Coat it really good. Go front, back. Make sure you get the sides. Bring it over to our egg mixture. Front and back. Make sure that's coated really good. And then back to our dry mixture. There we go. All right, when it reaches temperature, we're just gonna put our chicken in the pan carefully. Make sure your grease is at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook it about 4 minutes and take a look at it. After about 4 minutes, we're going to try to flip this over carefully. Without it falling apart. We'll try a different way. All right. It's breaking up, but we'll just have to flip it in pieces. Try to keep it in the same order if we can. So it's not working to my plan, but we're trying. And when your chicken is properly cooked, about 10 minutes or so, 10 to 12 minutes, we can lay it out on some paper towels. Now we're going to take our chicken. Now it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work. I wanted to work at it as one big piece, but as you saw when we were cooking it, it fell apart. But I'm going to try my best to try to make it look like it did as we were cooking it. To the bottom of this, I'm just going to add a whole bunch of cheese. So we're just going to lay these out. There you go. That is our giant chicken sandwich. Like I said, it didn't work out the way I wanted. Now for our hamburger roll, what we're going to do is put some sauce on there. For our sauce, I'm going to make a very basic sauce, and I'm going to use mayonnaise as our base. And we need a lot of it because it's a giant one. So roughly about a cup of mayonnaise. Then we're going to use some ketchup. I'm going to put about a third cup, and then some yellow mustard, maybe a fourth cup. Just give this a good mix. pour it onto our top part of our roll. Spread it out. Now it's time to cut it open, and I'm going to cut it kind of like a pie. Chicken sandwich pie, anyone? And now it's time for the taste test, and like I said, here we go. Let's try it out. This is good. The chicken's amazing. The bread is a little thick. I could have made it a little thinner, and that would be better. But otherwise, really good. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me make this giant chicken sandwich, homemade, of course. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit that big red subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to get new videos all the time. Be sure to check out this video right here. And until then, I'll see you next time. In a large bowl, we're going to start off with, taste test. Let's go ahead and let's put a little bit of oil in a spring